Number 1. The 1978 Dodge D100 Venture, listed at $9,500 and located in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here we have a true piece of American truck history. The Dodge D100 Venture, built in 1978. This truck comes from an era when pickups weren't just about luxury or convenience, but about strength, reliability, and character. And this one, it has been cared for, preserved, and kept in very good condition for almost half a century. The odometer shows just 78,000 miles, which is remarkably low for a truck of this age. Under the hood and behind the wheel, it's equipped with an automatic transmission, making it not only a classic, but also a comfortable driver for anyone who wants to enjoy it today. What makes this Dodge even more special is its lifetime in New Mexico. This isn't a truck that's been shipped around, exposed to salted winter roads, or left to rust away in damp climates. No, this D100 has spent its life in the dry Southwest, which means its body and frame have been spared from the usual corrosion that plagues many classics from the 70s. That kind of history is priceless when it comes to preserving originality. The seller describes it as being in very good condition and shape, with a clean New Mexico title already in their name, making the purchase straightforward and worry-free. And they're clear, this is for serious buyers only, no trades. They know the value of what they have, and at $9,500, it's set at a very fair asking price for a classic pickup in this condition. Let's talk about the Dodge D100 Adventure trim itself. Back in the late 70s, Dodge trucks were known for their rugged styling and workhorse capabilities. The Adventure package offered extra features and details that made the truck stand out, giving it that balance between utility and a bit of comfort. You didn't just drive a D100, you made a statement on the road. With its bold lines, squared-off design, and unmistakable Dodge grille, this truck has the kind of presence modern pickups can't quite capture. For collectors, this Dodge is the kind of find that doesn't come around often. Trucks from this era have been worked hard, beaten down, or lost to rust. To see one that's this clean, with low miles and honest history, is rare. Whether you want to preserve it as is, take it to local car shows, or even use it as a dependable weekend driver, the 1978 Dodge D100 Venture has all the charm and character you'd want from a vintage American pickup. So if you're in the market for something that's more than just a truck, if you're looking for a piece of automotive heritage that tells a story with every mile, this 1978 Dodge D100 Venture in Albuquerque might just be the one. At $9,500, with a clean title and a lifetime in the dry desert climate, it's ready for its next chapter. The only question left is, who will be the next caretaker of this classic Dodge? Number 2, the 1984 Chevrolet C10, listed at $10,000 and located in Terlton, Oklahoma. Here we have a classic square body truck that's earned its reputation as one of Chevrolet's most iconic pickups, the 1984 Chevy C10. This one is more than just a survivor. It's a running project with the right upgrades and personality, making it a strong candidate for anyone looking to own a daily driver with classic style and room to build further. Let's start with what's under the hood. Powering the C10 is a 350 small block, paired with an Edelbrock carburetor, giving it the reliable strength and sound these trucks are known for. The exhaust system is a custom 3-inch setup with cherry bomb mufflers, so you know it's got that throaty growl every time you fire it up. And with just over 91,000 original miles, plus a rebuilt automatic transmission, this truck has plenty of life left to give. The owner has already put in serious work. The entire truck was completely rewired using a painless wiring harness, which is a big upgrade for reliability. Electrical gremlins are often a headache in older classics, But this one has already been taken care of the right way. On the outside, it even has a custom-made grille, giving it a look that stands apart from your average square-body Chevy. Now, like any truck that's been driven and used, it's not without its quirks. The body has a couple of small dings, and inside, the bucket seats show some wear. But for a truck that's currently a daily driver, those are minor details. In fact, the owner drives about 30 minutes a day to work and back, so the mileage will slowly go up. That means this truck isn't just sitting around. It's being enjoyed the way it was meant to be. As for the fuel system, the original dual fuel tanks were removed, but the brackets are still included. Instead, the fuel lines have been rerouted to a hidden fuel cell tucked into the toolbox, a clever setup that keeps things clean and functional. At the end of the day, this is what you'd call a running project. It's solid enough to be driven daily, yet it leaves room for the next owner to make it truly their own. Whether you want to store it, customize it further, or simply keep enjoying it as a reliable classic driver, the foundation is here. The seller is asking $10,000 and is open to cash or possible trades, depending on what's offered. For someone who wants to get into the square body scene without starting from scratch, this 1984 Chevrolet C10 is a great opportunity. It's got the upgrades that matter, the classic look that turns heads, and the soul of an old-school American pickup. So if you're searching for a daily driver with character and a project you can improve little by little, this Chevy might just be the one waiting for you in Terlton, Oklahoma. Number 3. The 1986 Chevrolet 1500 regular cab short bed, listed at $11,000 and located in Phoenix, Arizona. Here's a truck that combines classic style with the kind of durability that keeps people coming back to Chevrolet year after year. The 1986 Chevy Silverado C10 4x4 short bed. With only about 50,000 miles on its crate 350 small block, this truck isn't just about nostalgia. It's about owning a piece of American pickup history that's still ready to run strong. The current owner has had this truck for 4 years, using it as a daily driver, which tells you right away how reliable it's been. He's the third owner, and the history of this Chevy is part of what makes it so special. Originally purchased by a family farm in southern Colorado, then passed on to its second owner in Colorado, before making its way to Arizona. Trucks with this kind of straightforward, traceable history are getting harder to find, especially factory short bed, for by 4 Silverado models like this one. On the outside, this truck is finished in its factory original black color, although the previous owner had it repainted in flat black, with professional bedliner material added to the hood, fenders, and other rust-prone areas. That layer of protection can be removed if the next owner wants to bring it back to its original glossy shine. Importantly, there are no dents, no body damage, and very minimal rust. For a nearly 40-year-old pickup, that's a rare find, and it makes this truck an excellent candidate for a full restoration. Mechanically, it's solid. Under the hood is a crate 350 small block V8, paired with a TH3 53-speed automatic transmission. The 4x4 works perfectly, with stock auto-locking hubcaps, and it's sitting on Rancho aftermarket shocks for a better ride. Just last week, on September 23rd, 2025, the air conditioning and carburetor were serviced, and a new battery was installed. So this truck is ready to drive without worry. Inside, the Silverado has been freshened up with plenty of new parts. You'll find new carpet, a new seat, new door panels, new locks, and fresh power window switches. There's also a brand new dash pad, new instrument bezel, new air vents, and all the major gauges, speedometer, temperature, battery, and oil pressure, have been repaired and are fully functional. Only the driver's side gas tank is currently hooked up, but it works just fine for everyday use. And as a bonus, a set of brand new headers will be included in the sale, still uninstalled, giving the next owner a head start on future upgrades. At $11,000, this truck represents not just a clean and well-maintained classic, but also one with true collector potential. Factory short bed 4x4 Silverados, especially in black, are becoming increasingly rare, and this one offers both drivability and investment value. So whether you're looking for a truck to keep as a weekend cruiser, a daily driver with attitude, or a restoration project to bring back to showroom glory, this 1986 Chevrolet Silverado C10 in Phoenix is worth a serious look. Number 4. The 1979 Dodge D150 regular cab long bed, listed at $15,000 and located in Fairfield Township, Ohio. Here's a truck that takes you right back to the golden era of American pickups. The 1979 Dodge D150, finished as a regular cab long bed with only 28,202 miles on the odometer. For collectors and classic truck enthusiasts, mileage like that is a rare sight, especially on a Dodge from the late 70s. This one is powered by a 360 cubic inch V8, paired with an automatic transmission, and it's reported to run and drive great. It's the kind of engine and drivetrain combo that gave Dodge trucks their reputation for durability and raw power back in the day. The seller has invested quite a bit into keeping this truck in strong condition. In recent years, it's received new tires, new brakes, fresh shocks, a completely redone interior, new battery, carburetor, alternator, and starter. That means many of the most critical systems have already been handled, giving the next owner peace of mind whether they want to drive it as is or continue restoring it further. On the outside, the truck was a paint job that's only 3 years old, still clean and presentable, showing off those sharp late 70s Dodge body lines that have become iconic. The long bed gives it that unmistakable stance, practical, rugged, and built for real work, while still turning heads at a car show. It comes with clean title in hand, priced at $15,000 or best offer, with cash only and no trades. For a truck with this low mileage, this level of upkeep, and this kind of originality, that's a number that makes sense, especially as Dodge D-Series pickups have been climbing in value as more enthusiasts rediscover them. Overall, this 1979 Dodge D150 isn't just an old pickup. It's a well-preserved survivor with the right upgrades and care already put in. Whether you're looking to keep it as a weekend cruiser, a showpiece, or even a reliable classic driver, this one is a strong candidate. Trucks like this don't come up often, especially with the mileage, condition, and history this Dodge carries. Number 5. The 1972 Ford F100, listed at $18,500 and located in Devine, Texas. Here's a truck that perfectly blends classic Ford heritage with modern upgrades, a 1972 Ford F100, fully restored and ready to impress. With 133,323 miles on the odometer, this pickup has been given a complete new life, making it as much a showpiece as it is a driver. Under the hood sits a 351 Windsor V8, freshly rebuilt with a mild cam, giving it that perfect balance of smooth cruising power and just the right amount of growl when you hit the throttle. That motor is paired with a new automatic transmission, ensuring reliable performance and worry-free driving. This truck hasn't just been mechanically updated. It's been carefully restored throughout. The air conditioning is brand new, a must-have for Texas summers, and inside you'll find something truly unique. Custom leather seats with crocodile inserts down the center. It's a stylish touch that makes this interior stand out from just about anything else on the road. Practicality hasn't been forgotten either. The gas tank, which originally sat behind the seat, has been relocated under the bed for safety and more cabin space. The bed itself features a spray-on liner, ready for use while also protecting the truck's fresh finish. This F100 represents a complete restoration. The kind of build where the hard work has already been done, so the next owner can simply enjoy it. From the updated drivetrain to the custom interior and restored body, everything has been thought through to make this pickup a strong driver and a head-turner. At $18,500, with its upgrades and the quality of work put into it, this truck is priced right for anyone who wants a classic Ford that's ready to go from day one. It's the kind of pickup you can proudly take to a car meet, cruise around town in, or just enjoy as a piece of classic American truck history brought into the modern age. Number 6. The 1985 Ford Ranger Explorer, listed at $9,900 and located in Brewster, Massachusetts. Here's a truck that's becoming harder and harder to find in this kind of condition, a 1985 Ford Ranger Explorer. Compact, clean, and well cared for, this little pickup represents a time when Ford was first carving out its place in the small truck market. Under the hood, it's powered by a 2.8-liter V6, paired with an automatic transmission. Nothing overly complicated, just a reliable, straightforward setup that's made to drive. With just a little over 70,230 original miles, this Ranger has lived a gentle life, showing the kind of low mileage that you rarely come across in nearly 40-year-old trucks. This Ranger has had only 3 owners since new, each taking care to preserve its condition. The body is straight, with no rust issues to worry about. A major plus for anyone who knows how hard it is to find a clean truck from this era. It runs and drives just the way it should, ready to get behind the wheel and enjoy immediately. The Explorer trim package gave this Ranger a little more style and comfort when new, and today it remains a sharp little truck that stands out from your typical workhorse pickups. Unlike so many that were beaten up and worn out, this one has survived as a true survivor. At $9,900, it's fairly priced for what it offers: originality, low mileage, and a rust-free body. Trucks like this are becoming collectible in their own right, as more enthusiasts recognize the charm of the compact pickups from the 1980s. This 1985 Ranger Explorer isn't just another old truck. It's a clean, usable classic that's ready for its next chapter. Whether you're buying it as a dependable weekend driver, a unique piece of Ford history, or even the start of show-quality restoration, it's a solid investment that you can enjoy right away. Number 7. The 1977 Ford F150 single cab 4x4, priced at $10,500 and located in Sacramento. Here we have a true classic workhorse. The 1977 Ford F150 single cab 4x4, priced at just $10,500 and located in Sacramento. This truck brings together rugged durability and timeless styling from one of Ford's golden eras. Let's start with the basics. This F-150 is believed to have only 108,000 original miles, quite low for a pickup that's nearly half a century old. Under the hood, it's powered by a reliable 6-cylinder engine, paired with a 4-speed manual transmission. That setup delivers an authentic old-school driving feel, simple, mechanical, and built for longevity. If you're someone who loves a connection between driver and machine, this truck offers exactly that. Now, being a 4x4, it comes equipped with manual locking hubs and power steering, giving you the strength and control to handle off-road trails, dirt roads, or towing duties. And yes, it has a proper tow package installed. So, whether you're hauling equipment, pulling a trailer, or just enjoying the outdoors, this truck is still ready to get the job done. What really stands out is how well it's been kept. The seller says it runs and drives great and comes with a clean Washington title. That means no headaches, no guesswork, just a solid, dependable pickup with paperwork in order. And of course, we can't ignore the design. The 1977 F-150 is from one of the most iconic generations of Ford trucks. The square body lines, the bold stance, and that unmistakable grille all combine to create a look that's both tough and timeless. This was the era when trucks weren't just vehicles. They were symbols of hard work, independence, and American strength. Collectors and enthusiasts know that trucks like this are climbing in value, especially when they're clean, drivable, and ready for use. But beyond the market, this truck tells a story. Imagine it in the late 70s, loaded up with gear, pulling onto a job site, or rolling down a two-lane highway with the windows down. Even today, it still carries that sense of authenticity and grit. So, if you've been looking for a vintage pickup that can still pull its weight, this 1977 Ford F-150 single cab 4x4 is a great candidate. For $10,500 in Sacramento, you're not just buying a truck, you're stepping into a piece of Ford history. Solid, functional, and undeniably classic. Number 8. The 1986 Chevy C10 Silverado, priced at $16,000 and located in Des Moines. Here we have a truck that represents the heart of Chevrolet's square body era, the 1986 Chevy C10 Silverado. Priced at $16,000 and located in Des Moines, this pickup is a true time capsule from the mid-'80s, bringing originality, reliability, and a story worth telling. Under the hood, you'll find a classic 305 V8 with a 4-barrel carburetor, paired with a 4-speed transmission. This truck shows just 128,000 miles, which is low for a nearly 40-year-old workhorse. Equipped with power steering and dual fuel tanks, it's practical, well-built, and still ready for the road. And yes, the factory air conditioning still blows cold, something rare to find in a survivor truck from this era. The owner has made sure this C10 has been properly cared for. It's wearing brand new BF Goodrich radial T/A tires rated for 80,000 miles, and it has a new 2.5-inch exhaust system, styled to look just like the original. The front shocks have been replaced with OE units. The quad-eject carburetor has been rebuilt, tie rod ends replaced, and the front end fully aligned. The result? A truck that doesn't just look good, but one that handles smoothly even at highway speeds and above. Inside, the seats, dash, and carpets are in excellent condition. It's clear that the Silverado has been loved and protected, not abused. And that's no accident. For the past 34 years, this Chevy has been stored inside a machine shed, sheltered from the snow, salt, and ice of harsh Iowa winters. But make no mistake, this wasn't just a garage queen. From spring planting until the fall harvest, it put in honest work around the farm. It hauled, it towed, and it stood strong year after year. That balance of preservation and use is exactly what makes this truck special. It's not just shiny metal and clean lines. It carries decades of real history. As for condition, the frame, cab floor, and rockers are all solid. The only flaw worth mentioning is a single passenger side cab corner that could use attention, but is an easy repair. Beyond that, this C10 is remarkably rust-free, which is rare for a Midwestern truck of this age. When you take it out on the road, it drives with the same confidence it had when it rolled off the lot in 1986. The handling, the stance, the simplicity, it's all there, unchanged, authentic, and original. So if you're looking for one of the cleanest square-body Chevy trucks left in this part of the country, this 1986 C10 Silverado deserves a serious look. At $16,000 in Des Moines, you're not just buying a pickup. You're buying a piece of Chevrolet history, preserved, cared for, and ready for its next chapter. Number 9. The 1968 GMC C10 4x4, priced at $18,500 and located in Laguna Niguel. Here's a truck with more than just history. It has soul. Meet Birdie, a 1968 GMC C10 1500 4x4, priced at $18,500. This is not just a pickup. It's a rolling piece of American character, a survivor that's been given new life while keeping its old-school charm. What sets Birdie apart is the patina. This isn't fake rust. It's not sprayed-on weathering. This is the real deal, the kind of natural aging you only get after decades of farm duty in Idaho. And instead of hiding it, the owner embraced it. The body was wet-sanded and professionally clear-coated, giving it a glossy, sealed shine while locking in that one-of-a-kind weathered look. No rust, no rot, just honest dents and imperfections that tell the story of a hard-working truck turned weekend cruiser. Compliments, photo ops, and double takes. Birdie attracts them everywhere she goes. But don't mistake looks for weakness. Underneath that patina is serious work. The truck received a frame offer fresh with new body bushings, fresh cab corners, rockers, and seals. The chassis has been painted black, solid and sharp. The interior, fully restored and spotless. Step inside and it feels like you're back in 1968, but better, because everything has been gone through and renewed. Power comes from the original 250 cubic inch inline six, paired with the legendary SM465 4-speed manual transmission, an MP205 transfer case. The drivetrain is as tough as it gets. A 12-bolt rear, 10-bolt front, and 3.08 gears. Add in power steering, power brakes, and classic 15-inch rally wheels. And you got a truck that drives just as good as it looks. Pros? There are plenty. It's had a frame-off partial restoration. The engine has been cleaned up and runs great, and the 4x4 system works exactly as it should. This truck drives solid and carries a presence that newer vehicles simply can't match. Cons? Only a couple. The speedometer and gas gauge don't work, but those are easy fixes for the next proud owner. The story behind the sale makes Birdie even more meaningful. The current owners are starting a new family business, and while they love this truck, they want to go to someone who will keep cruising it proudly instead of letting it sit. At $18,500 in Laguna Niguel, you're not just buying a pickup. You're buying a piece of living history, a truck that wears its decades with pride, restored where it matters, and left original where it counts. Birdie isn't perfect, and that's exactly why she's unforgettable. Number 10. The 1978 Ford F-150 regular cab Ranger, priced at $14,000 and located in Summersville, West Virginia. Here's a truck that defines old-school toughness with timeless style. The 1978 Ford F-150 Ranger. Listed at $14,000, this pickup comes in a striking red exterior with a bold black interior, a color combination that captures the raw spirit of late 70s American trucks. This particular example has only 21,000 miles on the odometer. That's right, 21,000 miles in nearly 5 decades. With such low mileage, it's not just rare, it's remarkable. This truck hasn't been overworked or worn down. Instead, it stands as a well-preserved piece of Ford's golden era of pickups. Pop the hood, and you'll find the heart of this classic. A strong V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission. Smooth shifts, dependable power, and that unmistakable sound of a late 70s Ford motor. Back in its day, the Ranger trim was positioned as the upscale F-150, giving owners a touch of comfort and style without sacrificing rugged utility. And even now, this truck proves that blend of toughness and class is still alive. The body is finished in deep, vibrant red, giving it presence and personality. The paint pairs perfectly with the clean black interior, making it feel timeless, yet bold. Step inside, and you're greeted with that old-school simplicity. No frills, no distractions, just a functional, honest driving environment. Trucks like this were built for work, but this one feels more like a collector's piece. What makes this truck even more appealing is its clean history. No major damage, no hidden issues. It's a straight, honest pickup that's been kept in excellent condition. Whether you want it as a weekend cruiser, a head-turner at classic car meets, or even as a dependable daily, this F-150 has all the right credentials. And let's not forget the heritage. The late 1970s were the years when Ford cemented its dominance in the American truck market, and the F-150 quickly became the backbone of that legacy. Today, the F-150 remains America's best-selling truck, and owning a well-preserved example like this 1978 Ranger is like holding a piece of that history in your driveway. At $14,000 in Summersville, West Virginia, this is more than just a truck. It's an opportunity to own a classic that's both rare and ready. Low mileage, clean history, timeless styling, and the kind of rugged reliability that made Ford famous. Trucks like this don't come around often, and when they do, they don't last long. So if you've been searching for a classic pickup that blends authenticity, preservation, and presence, this 1978 Ford F-150 regular cab Ranger might just be the one. Number 11. The 1978 Chevrolet C10 regular cab long bed, listed at $8,500 and located in Florence, Arizona. Here's a solid slice of American truck history. The 1978 Chevy C10, also known as the 2500 series, listed at $8,500. This classic long bed is the kind of truck that proves why Chevrolet pickups became legends on farms, job sites, and open highways all across America. Under the hood, you'll find a trusted 350 cubic inch V8 engine, one of Chevy's most reliable and longest-running motors. Paired with an automatic transmission, this truck is smooth, dependable, and built for work. Even after more than 4 decades, it still runs and drives great, with no mechanical issues to slow it down. That's the beauty of these late 70s Chevy trucks: simplicity, strength, and staying power. This particular model has just over 125,000 miles on the odometer, which is impressive for a truck of its age. And with proper care, these engines are known to push well beyond that, making this a vehicle you can still count on today. Being AC 20 or 3/4 ton, this truck was built to handle heavier loads than the half-ton C10. The long bed gives you plenty of space, whether you're hauling tools, materials, or just want that iconic stretched-out look. Add in power steering, and you've got a classic that's not only capable but surprisingly easy to drive, even compared to today's trucks. On the outside, it carries that unmistakable late 70s Chevy styling, bold lines, squared-off front end, and a stance that means business. Trucks like this weren't designed as fashion statements. They were built as dependable workhorses. Yet today, that same rugged design has become a style all its own. Vintage pickups like this turn heads everywhere. Not because they're flashy, but because they stand for a time when trucks were simple, tough, and honest. This one comes with a clean title, ready for its next owner. The seller is asking $8,500, cash only, with no trades. That price makes it an attractive choice for someone looking for a dependable weekend cruiser, a classic daily driver, or even a foundation for a restoration project. The 1978 Chevy C10 represents an era when trucks were built to last, when durability mattered more than luxury, and when a V8 under the hood meant you had real power at your command. For anyone who appreciates that blend of practicality and timeless design, this long bed Chevy is an opportunity you won't want to miss. So if you've been dreaming of owning a classic pickup that's both functional and collectible, this 1978 Chevrolet 2500 regular cab long bed in Florence, Arizona, could be the perfect match. Number 12. The 1965 Chevrolet C10, listed at $19,500, and located in Asheboro, North Carolina. Here's a true gem from the golden era of American pickups. A 1965 Chevy C10 that's just come out of full body off-frame restoration. If you've been searching for a classic truck that's more than just a project, something already complete, already dialed in, and ready to enjoy, this one should grab your attention. Under the hood, it's powered by a 283 cubic inch V8, fitted with an Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor rated at 600 CFM. That means smooth, reliable power with a classic tone. Backing it up is a heavy-duty 5-speed manual transmission, the MV4500, paired with a brand-new hydraulic clutch assembly. Together, this setup makes the truck not only fun to drive, but also a lot more versatile than many older classics you'll find out there. The restoration on this truck went all the way down to the bones. The frame was separated from the body, refinished, and reassembled with brand new components. We're talking fresh paint, a brand new wood bed, new tires, a fully redone brake system, and a rebuilt suspension complete with new coil springs and bushings. The exhaust have been replaced too, giving it a clean, deep sound without being over the top. Cooling is handled by a new aluminum radiator with new hoses, while all the wiring has been redone from scratch for reliability and safety. Inside, the cab has been completely restored and either fitted with new parts or carefully refurbished originals. A brand new windshield and gasket keep the cabin sealed and fresh. From the dash to the upholstery, it feels like stepping back into 1965, but with the benefit of modern restoration standards. The seller points out something important. You simply cannot build a truck of this quality for the asking price. At $19,500, what you're getting here is not just a driver, but a fully refreshed classic that saves you years of time, labor, and money. Anyone who's been through a restoration knows how costs add up. Bodywork, paint, mechanicals, interior, glass, wiring, all those details, they add up fast. This truck is proof that the work has already been done, and done right. With a clean North Carolina title in hand, this 1965 Chevrolet C10 is ready for its next chapter. Whether you're after a showpiece, a weekend cruiser, or simply a classic that you can drive with pride, this one checks all the boxes. So if you're serious about owning a restored mid-60s Chevy pickup, one that combines timeless style with fresh mechanicals, this C10 in Asheboro, North Carolina, is well worth a look. Number 13, the 1984 Dodge D250 truck, listed at just $4,000 and located in Nanaimo. This classic Dodge D250 shows just 58,216 miles on the odometer, paired with an automatic transmission. It runs, drives, and stops as it should, with receipts on hand for recent work and warranties on parts. The seller has put effort into keeping this truck road-ready. New brake pads, rotors, and calipers, a brand new fuel pump and fuel filter, replaced fuel lines, a brake booster check valve, and a new brake hose. It's also had a fresh oil change and oil filter replacement, meaning the basics are all taken care of. Some small notes worth mentioning. There's no radio deck installed, but that can be easily added. The trim piece of the tailgate is included. It just needs new clips. The tailgate itself sticks a bit, but it's functional. The truck rides on new tires, though there's a dent on the front passenger side. Under the hood, you'll find a reliable V8-powered Dodge was known from the 80s, and overall, this truck still runs and drives great. For anyone seeking a solid old-school Dodge workhorse, with plenty of life left, this 1984 Dodge D250 offers strong value at just $4,000. Number 14, the 1978 Chevy C10, listed at $11,500 and currently located in Kinsley, Kansas. Up for sale today is a very special pickup, the 1978 Chevrolet C10 Big 10 Edition. This truck is just over 84,000 original miles, and it has clearly been well cared for throughout its life. The current owner is only the second owner, and he has put in the work to make sure the C10 not only runs and drives great, but also stands out as a strong candidate for someone looking for a solid, dependable classic truck. Let's talk about what's been done. Recently, a brand new steering gearbox has been installed, along with a fresh brake hose and a new fuel pump. A set of brand new 275/60/15 tires have been fitted, mounted on 15x8 rally wheels that give the truck a classic, period-correct look. There's also a new battery under the hood and a brand new power steering pump to make sure every drive feels smooth and controlled. One of the best upgrades is the installation of a classic auto air system, giving you modern air conditioning and heat in a 1970s truck. That means comfort in every season, whether you're cruising in the summer sun or taking it out on a cold morning. Both fuel tanks are in great working order, with a new right-hand tank, new fuel lines, and a new selector valve already in place. The truck has also just received a complete service, including fresh oil, new spark plugs, wires, cap, and rotor. That means it's ready to drive and enjoy immediately, with no guesswork about its maintenance. The seller describes this Chevy as very solid, with hardly any rust, and still wearing its original paint. While the paint shows its age, it cleans up nicely and has just the right amount of patina for a driver quality truck. From the factory, this pickup came loaded with options that make an even more desirable find today. Air conditioning, power brakes, cruise control, and power steering. All the lights are fully functional, and the truck comes with a clean and clear title. All in all, this 1978 Chevy C10 Big 10 Edition is a fantastic opportunity. It's rare to find a truck this original, this solid, with this much recent work already completed. Whether you want a classic daily driver, a dependable shop truck, or just a piece of Chevrolet's pickup history to enjoy, this one is ready to deliver. The asking price is $11,500 or best offer, and it's available now in Kinsley, Kansas. Number 15, the 1991 Ford F150 XLT pickup, listed for just $900 and located in Lilly, Kentucky. Here we have a truck that represents both an opportunity and a challenge. A 1991 Ford F150 XLT pickup. Now, this truck has about 130,000 miles on it and is equipped with a 5-speed manual transmission. But it's important to note up front, this truck does not currently drive under its own power. It was run off the road, and while it can still move just enough to drive onto a trailer, it won't go much farther without repairs. From what the seller can tell, the issue seems to be with the passenger side radius arm, and there's also a chance the front axle housing may be bent. So, yes, it needs attention before it can be road ready again. But depending on your plans, this truck can go in one of two directions. It could be a great parts truck, or if you're the kind of person who enjoys bringing old Fords back to life, it could make for a very rewarding project truck. There are some good bones here. In the rear, the truck is already running on F350 springs, which gives it greater carrying capacity. Once repaired, this setup could make it a perfect tow pig. Something strong, durable, and built for heavy hauling. Under the hood, the truck is powered by a classic 300 2V8 engine, and has been converted to run on a carburetor. During that conversion, a lot of work was already done. All the gaskets were replaced, plus a new oil pump and a new timing chain were installed. The good news is that the engine doesn't leak any fluids except for a little power steering fluid, which is a minor issue compared to what could have been. Backing up to 302 is a recently replaced M50D 5-speed manual transmission. According to the seller, the transmission is strong, shifts smoothly, and doesn't present any issues. That alone adds real value, especially if you're considering it for parts. Another big plus, this Ford sits on 4 brand new tires with less than 2,000 miles on them. Considering the asking price of just $900, those tires alone account for a large chunk of the value. So, whether you're looking for a cheap parts donor or you're excited to take on a project truck with a lot of potential, this 1991 Ford F150 XLT could be the right fit. The asking price is $900, cash only, though the seller notes they may also consider a trade for a motorcycle. Located in Lilly, Kentucky. Number 16, the 1969 Ford truck, listed at $7,500 and located in Pahrump, Nevada. Here we have a classic workhorse that's been well cared for over the years, a 1969 Ford F500 truck with just 71,000 miles on the odometer. This isn't your average half-ton pickup. This is a heavy-duty rig, built for real work, but today it stands as a piece of vintage Ford history that's still ready to hit the road. The truck comes equipped with an industrial inline 6-gas engine paired with a manual transmission. According to the seller, it starts up and runs nicely, delivering that old-school dependability that Ford's heavy-duty trucks were known for. Power is solid, the gearing feels strong, and overall, it's ready to drive as it sits. One standout feature of this truck is its 2,000-pound capacity liftgate mounted at the rear. That alone makes it not just a collectible, but also a fully functional rig if you want to put back to work for hauling or moving equipment. Add to that the removable stake side bed, and you've got flexibility for carrying a variety of loads, whether for work or for show at a vintage truck event. Cosmetically, the truck presents well. It was restored by the previous owner, and it shows. It wears a classic, rugged look that fits its era, with straight panels, clean lines, and a bed setup that immediately reminds you of the hard-working trucks of the late 1960s. The truck has also been fitted with brand new tires, giving you peace of mind for hitting the road right away. Because of its age, the seller has it registered under classic car insurance, which is very inexpensive compared to modern coverage. That makes this an affordable truck to keep, whether you want to drive it occasionally, show it off, or even use it in a light-duty capacity. The seller notes that many parts have been replaced with newer components, ensuring reliability. The only known issue is the gas gauge, which isn't working, but aside from that, everything else is in good order. It's a clean title truck, ready to be transferred into the hands of its next caretaker. At $7,500, the price is firm, and the seller isn't interested in trades. What you're getting is a piece of Ford's heavy-duty history, a truck that's rare to see in this condition, especially with useful equipment like the liftgate and stake side bed intact. Located in Pahrump, Nevada,